Hello, I'm Graham. Welcome back to Man vs Film, and here are 10 movies that you can check out right now on Amazon Prime US for the month of March 2019. Let's get started. Number 10, Valerian in the City of a Thousand Planets. A dark force threatens Alpha, a vast metropolis and home to species from 1,000 planets. Special operatives Valerian and Laureline must race to identify the marauding menace and safeguard not just Alpha, but the future of the universe. Every now and then you get a blockbuster movie that everybody just seems to crap on, for some reason or another. Valerian was the movie of that year that was unduly put upon. I feel it is one of the best, most inventive science fiction movies of recent years, a definite whirlwind of an adventure movie, really bright, really colourful and full of lots of things that I hadn't seen done before. It's a movie I've went back to several times, and each time I enjoy the fantastic visuals, the characters, the ride, the weird tone, and I think it's something that if you possibly missed out on, it's definitely time to check it out. Number 9, Get Shorty. Some guys have all the luck, whether they like it or not. Chili Palmer happens to be in Hollywood collecting a gambling debt when he's struck by lightning. Not literally, but he's called a natural for the movie business. He's snagged up by a producer, and the rest is history. When I'm not watching movies, I love to read books. Elmore Leonard is one of my favourite writers, and it's his book that has been made into Get Shorty, with a fantastic performance from several actors. John Travolta, Rene Russo, Danny DeVito. They're all great in this movie that eases by on pure charm and charisma. It's such a light, airy feeling to it as this character just breezes into town and just has full awareness of everything that's around him, understands every situation and just makes things work for himself. Really funny, really interesting, a great mystery and story at the heart of it. It's just a fun-filled movie. Number 8, Child's Play. When Charles Lee Ray needs to get a quick escape from cop Mike Norris, he takes his soul and buries it into the playful, seemingly good guy doll Chucky. Little does he know that a little boy by the name of Andy Barkley will be the new owner of him. Soon, Charles confides in Andy while he commits numerous murders, and once the adults accept Andy's story as truth, it's too late. Just recently going back to Child's Play, I marvelled at the way the movie was made. In a time before CGI, lots of the things are practical here. And yes, the doll looks fake, but it's a doll. It's supposed to look fake, and the murderous rampages and the way the first half of the movie plays with the idea that it could be Andy that's behind all this is a really fun, novel way. This is a specific horror movie that did fantastically well for a reason. That has this great character performance in the voice of Brad Dourif as Chucky. It has terrific set pieces. It has a villain that lasts long in the memory, enough so that it created several sequels and an upcoming remake and a TV show and blah blah blah, whatever comes next. But go back to the original. It's a really good horror thriller, really well done, with some great characters, and it's just under 90 minutes. It's the perfect horror movie. Number 7, Ladybird. Christine Ladybird McPherson is a high school senior from the wrong side of the tracks. She longs for adventure, sophistication and opportunity, but finds none of that in her Sacramento Catholic high school. Ladybird follows the titular character's senior year in high school, including her first romance, her participation in the school play, and most importantly, her applying for college. Ladybird is fantastic. There is absolutely nothing wrong with this. It's the perfect movie. It does everything exceptionally well and just gives you an insight into this character who you understand. You see her troubles, her high moments, her lows, the kind of barriers that she's constantly banging against, her group of friends and things that just make life great, although she doesn't realise it, and tough for her at the moment she's in it. This is a really tremendous movie that, again, is well worth checking out. Number 6, Death Wish. Dr. Kersey is going about living his life until one dreadful day. A terrible fate falls his family, and Dr. Kersey swears revenge upon those who had wronged him. And from there, everything changes. He will do everything in his power to make sure these anonymous men pay. Eli Roth's remake of the Charles Bronson classic from the 70s is rather toothless affair. But it's within that toothlessness that it becomes bland, entertaining blandness. It's just sugar-coated nothingness. It has Bruce Willis doing what he does best, smirking and killing people haphazardly. It has a plot that tries to offer some emotion, but it never really gets there. But it does have some good action set pieces. It has some fun one-liners. It's a movie that you watch and you will instantly forget, but during that time that you're watching it, it's okay. It's rather entertaining. It's not too long, it's not too taxing. It's one of those movies for disengaging the brain and just sitting back and checking it out. Number 5, The Neon Demon. The 16-year-old aspiring model Jessie arrives in Los Angeles expecting to be a successful model. A photographer, Dean, takes photos for her portfolio and dates her. Jessie befriends makeup artist Ruby and then envious models Gigi and Sarah in a party. Jessie attracts the attention of industry and experiences a successful beginning to her career. Ruby, Gigi and Sarah, however, will do whatever necessary to get this thing that she has for themselves. Nicholas Winding Refn's stunningly fantastic The Neon Demon is a visual masterpiece. It looks unlike anything else. Each image is like a picture it could hang up in your wall, visually striking and with a story that is full of, again, reprehensible characters. It's a fun watch. It's an entertaining watch. It's a movie that's constantly got you dazzled by its effects, while its greasy, dirty storyline infects your soul. The Neon Demon was a movie that I wish I'd saw on the big screen and didn't. Thanks to streaming services, I discovered this masterpiece, and I think you should as well. Number 4, The Blues Brothers. Fresh out of the slammer, Jake Blues, along with his brother Elwood, visit the Catholic home where they both grew up. They find it will soon shut down because of it lacks funds and support. One misguided spiritual revelation later, they go in search of reuniting their old blues band and raise the $5,000 to pay off the home's taxes. The Blues Brothers is an absolute classic. And a classic for a reason. It was a movie that shouldn't have worked, but it does tremendously well. You get Belushi and Dan Aykroyd as the brothers, who bring along with them a host of musical talents to just shine. There is full of great song numbers as well as dance numbers as well, and it's a movie that's just infectious, infectiously fun, infectiously entertaining and highly suggested. If it's something you've never seen or you've not seen in a while, it's time to go back to it. Number 3, Terminator 2. Nearly 10 years have passed since Sarah Connor was targeted for termination by a cyborg from the future. Now her son John, the future leader of the Resistance, is the target for a newer, more deadlier Terminator. Once again, the Resistance has managed to send a protector back to attempt to save John and his mother Sarah. Okay, it just appeared on Prime. It is a movie you've probably seen, but the Terminator 2 is one of the best action movies ever made. It's one that you know you love, but rarely do I go back and watch it. And every time I do, I am marvelled by how well it holds up. The special effects that came out in '92 still hold up today in this terrific film. Arnold Schwarzenegger is at the height of his powers. James Cameron just shoots the hell out of this, creating several absolutely breathtaking action set pieces. And of course, Robert Patrick as a T-1000 has a mesmeric performance on screen. This has everything. I had to put it on my list. Even if you've seen it, check it out again. Number 2, The Matrix. A programmer is brought back to reason and reality when learning he was living a program created by giant machines who make human birth artificial. In order to set humanity free, Neo will have to face many enemies by using technology and self-trust. Happy birthday to The Matrix. It is 20-year-old this year, and it is a movie that, again, still holds up today. It rejuvenated and reinvented action movies as you know it. Even if you didn't see the movie, you know of the stop motion technology that used to create that bullet time effect, where the camera would stop and spin round somebody. And that rather overshadows what we have here, which is a fantastic movie full of great characters, a storyline that steals bits and pieces from various manga to create a tale that is an absolute joy to watch. I've just recently revisited this and I was blown away by how well it holds up, by how well it moves along. For a movie that's just over 2 hours, it zips by, giving you tremendous action set piece after action set piece, characters that I was invested in, and a storyline that kept me on the edge of my seat. And number 1, MERU. 3 elite climbers struggle to find a way through obsession and loss as they attempt to climb Mount MERU, one of the most coveted prizes in the high-stakes game of Himalayan big wall climbing. MERU is terrific. It has this immense cinematography that really puts you in place with these climbers as they struggle to attack this mountain that is pretty much unclimbable. That everything there is designed to wear down the human spirit and kill them. These guys face adversity and a lot more along the way, and it is a tale that I'm going to keep deliberately short because you will not believe the things that you see. This unbelievable tale of the human willpower to achieve the unachievable is tremendous, and it's stunning to look at. So there we have it, 10 movies for you to check out this March. I hope you find something there that you want to check out. Have I missed anything off my list? Should there be a movie on there that I could have been recommending? Let me know in the comment box below and I'll check it out, and maybe it'll make it onto my list next month. If you haven't already done so, like this video, subscribe, I really appreciate it, and I'll see you next time on Man vs Film.